We're also working breaking news on a story that impacts thousands of Rhode Islanders. It's a story we've been tracking every step of the way. Today, Governor Raimondo revealed the company in charge of the troubled UHIP system will stay on.
It's all part of an unprecedented deal with the company responsible for the botched computer system, Deloitte.
Today's decision marks a reversal for the governor, who previously extended the company's contract but said she couldn't imagine keeping the company in charge of the system much longer.
Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian is live at the State House with the details of this major settlement and what you need to know. Kim?
Well, Steve and Shannon, Governor Raimondo today says this decision was a tough one, and she concedes it's probably not the best political move, but she says keeping Deloitte was the only way to guarantee she could get a hefty chunk of taxpayer money back and keep UHIP moving in the right direction.
We are announcing that we've reached a new agreement with Deloitte.
Governor Gina Raimondo is keeping Deloitte, the company behind the botched UHIP social services computer system. Their contract was set to expire at the end of the month, and despite problems that impacted tens of thousands of Rhode Islanders, Raimondo and those at the Department of Human Services say switching vendors would not have been the right move.
This is a safety net system to the most vulnerable people in Rhode Island. Turning it off is a terrible idea.
Friday's announcement is a reversal of what Raimondo said just last year.
I made all these decisions based upon what's right for Rhode Island, not what was right for me or my politics. So eating your own words, it falls into that.
The contract comes with a stipulation that Rhode Island not sue the company over any previous work and guarantees Deloitte write a $50 million check to the state. They'll also offer what the state says are hundreds of millions of dollars in credits and discounts.
It'll bring millions of dollars to the state of Rhode Island, provide us with significantly discounted services and ongoing services, and very importantly, ensure that the system works for our most vulnerable Rhode Islanders.
And Raimondo and those at DHS say Deloitte has improved over the past year, though they say there is still work to be done on UHIP. Now, they also tell us that that settlement, including that $50 million cash payment, is unprecedented. So where will that money go and how much will Rhode Island actually receive? We'll have those answers coming up new at 6. For now, reporting live in Providence, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Tony. Now at 6, we're taking a closer look at the deal the state's reached with the company behind the botched UHIP benefit system.
It was breaking at 5. Governor Gina Raimondo says she knows it's not the greatest political move to keep working with Deloitte, but contends it was the best and most cost-efficient option for the state.
So where will that money go, and will Rhode Island get all of it? Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian has a closer look at the numbers.
Well, the governor says between a $50 million cash payment and more than $160 million in credits and discounts, the settlement they've struck with Deloitte is unprecedented.
I made all these decisions based upon what's right for Rhode Island, not what was right for me or my politics.
Governor Gina Raimondo says she's keeping Deloitte, the company responsible for UHIP, negotiating a multi-year deal where Rhode Island will pay the IT company $35.5 million in fiscal years 2020 and 2021. But Rhode Island is also getting something in return. State officials say taxpayers have already saved $87 million from previous credits and no-charge services, and will see another $75 million in future discounts. Plus, there's that $50 million cash payment. That check could come as soon as May, but the federal government is likely to take a cut.
First, we have to negotiate with the federal government. And, the system has been very expensive, so there's no shortage of need for this $50 million. So it'll go into DHS and EOHHS and Medicaid in order to help defray the cost of the system.
And today, Deloitte issued a statement to us saying in part, quote, Deloitte not only stood behind our work, we stepped up. We accepted responsibility for the technical issues that impacted Rhode Island residents and worked collaboratively with the state to make things right. The federal government will now have 60 days to approve this contract. In Providence, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.